What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you had a great weekend. Having a look at the charts, Bitcoin has crashed to $0 according to the brave new coin liquid index for Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin has not crashed to $0. There was a major glitch on the BLX chart. I have no idea what was going on. I took a screenshot of this. It obviously has gone back to normal, just having some fun. But in all sincerity, Bitcoin actually is down almost 2% today. We're actually pushing on the bottom sort of support of the bull flag that we've been in for multiple days now on end. You can see right here, we just kind of keep bouncing down to this sort of 9.2K level, but we can't get above the 9.6K level due to some massive resistance we've gone over. Now, there are some sort of bearish, things still happening. We do have open interest over $1 billion, fear and greed up to 59. But today I want to talk about some positives on Bitcoin. There's actually a lot of positive indicators as well. So we're going to go over the good, the bad, the short term, midterm, long term, and of course we do have Bitcoin merchant adoption up 600% according to Coinbase Commerce. So we're going to get into all that today. And if that's not enough to excite you, well, if you're a Minecraft player, it looks like there is currently a Bitcoin treasure hunt for Minecraft players. Yes, so that's all the news we're going to get into today. If that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Also, if you're not subscribed, well, what are you guys waiting for? Also, today is the double Ledger Nano S giveaway. That'll be at the end of the video, but let's dive in and let's have a look because we're seeing some Bitcoin dominance pulling back and we are seeing some altcoins actually having some nice gains today. Now, even though you are seeing a lot, in the red, if we do switch it to the Bitcoin comparative, a little bit more green, right? A little bit more green across the board. We do have some altcoins still on a tear today, namely Icon. Icon up another 25%. If you guys actually follow the channel over the past years, you guys know that Icon has been one of my sort of favorite projects. I really like what those guys are doing. We also have Tezos, Matic as well, Engine, IOTA, Zella, iExec, Ravencoin, and Hedera Hashgraph all doing quite well. Now, once again, we are noticing that Bitcoin is trying to push down again towards the bottom of this potential bull flag. We had two false breakouts, one back here, which was we had a peak on January 30th, and then we did have one yesterday. We got up to the 9.6K level, but we got rejected again. So what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, we were sort of trending upwards. Currently, we are pushing down on this upwards trend, but like I said, guys, we do have a very greedy index right now, and historically speaking, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but when we do tend to get this high, we do tend to look for a little bit of a pullback. I'm just going to be realistic here. And open interest is also quite high on BitMEX. And historically, well, last time we had a 20% pullback. So not saying it's going to happen, but just be realistic, guys. Nothing goes straight up forever. However, we are still above the 200 daily moving average, which is actually a very, short-term bullish sign. Now, you can see right here the struggle that we're having in this blue zone. You can see we had a lot of accumulation back here before the massive sell-off right after the October pump. So this is a very critical level, and we are still trying to break above the 9.6K. Now, if we were to fall out of this zone, I would hope to get supported by the 200 daily moving average, which has now currently acted as support, and that is sitting at around the 8.8K level. So, hey, if we were to fall down to 8,800, no need for panic. Actually, would just be a great opportunity to accumulate at cheaper prices, right? Because we do have that long-term vision on the channel. Now, if we were to fall even potentially, below that, then we would probably get supported around the 100 daily moving average, which is actually about to have a golden cross with the 50. Now, let me show you the importance of this going back over time. Now, you can see right here where we had this sort of bear cross or this death cross right here. Now, this happened back September in 2018. And well, come November, we had that massive sell-off. Now, look right here. We had this bull cross right here, right? And then obviously a few days later, a week later, we actually had this massive pump, right? Once again, we had the death cross again, massive drop. So I think you guys can kind of see what's going on here, right? And it does look like we are looking to put in another golden cross. It looks like it's actually going to happen within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, keep in mind that these are lagging indicators, and sometimes these are really good for throwing traders for a loop, okay? Because it looks like there's a golden cross, so everybody's getting really bullish. well, then that's a good opportunity for the whales to, short the markets because everybody's anticipating a pump. So just be very careful. However, overall, I do believe that this is a good sign for Bitcoin. However, really what you're looking for is a crossover with the 200 daily, which we're not really close to that yet, but I will keep an eye on that moving forward. One thing we can say that is positive is we do have a nice, we did have this cross here on the MACD. We do have 2 weeks now currently in the green. Now, the last time that, we went into the green essentially, well, let's actually measure it. Last time we went into it, we had roughly 28 weeks. Before, on the 29th week, we actually flipped back into the bearish. So we had 28 weeks of green MACD, which is relatively good for Bitcoin moving forward. Was there anything else I needed to say about this? Not really, but also another indicator that my buddy Josh Rager pointed out. Now, this is from Blockroots. They had their alpha trend just printed a long signal on the 3-day Bitcoin chart. Now, this has only happened 2 times before. The last 2 times was September 16 prior to the Bitcoin all-time high and March 26 days before the $1,000 candle run. You can see right here. So these do not flash very frequently, and currently it is flashing as we speak. But we are noticing Bitcoin dominance still pushing downwards, which means the altcoins are in fact coming out to play. We have seen a lot of altcoins outpacing Bitcoin recently. However, we are still struggling around this sort of, $86 billion resistance that, gave us a little bit of trouble back here, right here. I guess you could technically say kind of back here a little bit. We didn't really get to it right there, but then we had a pump, right at the 3rd week of January and currently right now. So there's a lot of heavy resistance for both Bitcoin and altcoins. Now, we could have a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a cool off. However, I think if we do have a leg up, I think this thing's going to start getting really kind of out of control, a little bit explosive, right? So that is basically the situation that we're looking at. One thing I also want to point out is that we are sitting above the stock to flow ratio model. Let me actually zoom in here because this is a little bit of a very, very delicate model. But you can see right here, if we actually come right over, let's see right there. Okay, so you can see the stock to flow 365 is actually around 8,195. Stock to flow 10 days, 7,950. And currently we obviously had the price of Bitcoin around 9,385 end of day. So we are sitting above the stock to flow. Now keep in mind, Bitcoin does go above, below. But, obviously when Bitcoin does start to really get above the stock to flow, that is usually when we get into those parabolic moves. Is that going to happen this time? Well, we do have the halving coming up, right? A lot of people are anticipating the halving. So it's kind of interesting. So many people are saying, is the halving priced in? I mean, it may be priced in a sense. I don't think it's 100% priced in because there's actual fundamentals of the halving, whereas you're actually having the supply get cut in half. But usually when you look at it historically, we have the halving and then we have the run-up sort of a few months afterwards. It's not like we're going to have the halving and then we're just going to go straight to the moon. I think that's what a lot of new people are expecting, and I just don't think that's going to happen this time around. But you can see, according to Plan B, that, a statistically significant relationship between stock to flow and market value exists. So a lot of people say, these indicators, they're a lot of fluff. He says the likelihood that the relationship between the stock to flow and market value is caused by chance is close to 0. Also, Willy Woo described the stock to flow chart in simple terms as an upside down inflation rate. Not like what we're seeing over here with the US dollar, which has pretty much just been losing value to Bitcoin pretty much over the past decade. I mean, give or take, a couple pullbacks, but let's be honest, really, would you rather held dollars over the past 10 years or Bitcoin? Let's just be honest about that one. But you can see that the stock to flow model predicts that Bitcoin will reach $10 million by 2029 if it continues to move as it has over the last decade. Now, $10 million is incredible. That's a ridiculous number. The market cap, I can't even do that math in my head, would be astronomical, right? And some people say that that's not possible, but you do have to consider the fact that not only is the price of Bitcoin increasing and it is a scarce asset, but also we do have inflation, 2 to 3% guaranteed annually. So even if we just look at the end of the next decade, you're probably still guaranteed to lose about 30 to 33% roughly of the value, I should say the purchasing power of the dollar. Yeah, and that's just going by today's inflation rates, right? It could get a lot worse moving forward. But hey guys, no problem, because all we do is just inject more money, right? Like you can see, China has injected $174 billion of liquidity. So basically, their central bank says they're going to inject this. Well, they were going to inject it. I guess they have at this point. The authorities have pledged to use various monetary policy tools to ensure liquidity remains reasonably ample and to support firms affected by the virus epidemic. Well, let's see how that's doing. $393 billion of China's stock market, despite government support moves, has been sold off. Nearly an 8% plunge on the Shanghai Composite Index, its biggest daily fall in more than 4 years. So what should we do? Oh, wait, I know. We should probably pump more money into the system, right? Because that always works. Not. Anyway, guys, switching gears, getting back to Bitcoin. According to BitPay CMO, the payment process facilitated $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency transactions in 2019. Also, we had Coinbase Commerce processing $139 million worth of payments for thousands of merchants in 2019. Now, even though that really isn't a lot, okay, it's not a huge number, it is up 600% over last year, which is pretty incredible, right? So this is showing there is some adoption. Maybe it's not the adoption that we're all hoping for, but it is a start, right? Baby steps. So they say Ether and various stablecoins make up only a small portion, though, of the totals, with Chainalysis reporting that actually roughly $4 billion in Bitcoin was sent through payment processors in 2019, okay? Also, Fold CEO William Rees said that his shopping app has processed more than 2,000 purchases during the 2019 holiday season alone, and out of those, 80% were Lightning. So that was pretty cool, right? Also, if you're curious, what were the main purchases? Well, Amazon, Starbucks, and Sephora purchase, or gift cards, I assume, were the biggest of the purchases. Now, if you are a Minecraft player, this could be for you. So Minecraft mod Satoshi Quest basically has created a Bitcoin treasure hunt. It's a 100% open source. It's 100% open source and gives players a unique Bitcoin wallet linked to their universal user ID in Minecraft. So the objective is simple. When you first log in, you are given a wallet where you deposit $1 worth of Bitcoin. Players basically just have a battle royale to try to find wherever this is hidden. Kind of reminds me of maybe the balloon game in Mario Odyssey or something like that. The developers say that when someone is close to the loot, the game will announce that the player is close and that they will give out the location, and this gives other participants the chance to rush and try to steal it. And once all of that is done, essentially the game resets. But the coolest part is that the entire game is on chain. So it's actually all done on the network. It's not done through any second layer or centralized anything like that. So I just thought that was pretty cool moving forward. And finally, I just want to end on the fact that I do believe that we are going to have one of the biggest years for cryptocurrency adoption, regulation, just sort of having a lot of eyes on crypto. You can see this article came out from Cointelegraph. It was top 10 congresspeople working on crypto policy. I'm not going to go into all of this right here, but you can see they also mention Warren Davidson. He does have the Token Taxonomy Act. They speak about Tom Emmer. What is his thing that he's doing right here? The Safe Harbor Bill. Now, not all of them on this list are good. For example, we do have Brad Sherman, who really has not been the greatest of cryptocurrency advocates. However, he did have a little bit of positive things to say about it, sort of in his past speech he gave, but ultimately he's really not a fan of crypto. But I just thought it was pretty cool to see that, this is showing you that there are a lot of eyes on it, and a lot of people really are interested in making this thing a reality. So that's basically it for today, guys. Keeping it super short. It is Monday, but we do have to give away 2 Ledger Nano S's today on the channel. So the first one is going to be given out random to somebody from the past 6 videos. So we did have 6 videos last week. If we give this a random generate, we have video number 4. Okay, so that would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday's video right here. And right here. Oh, let me pause that. So this is for the first ledger. We're going to give this one out. Let's see. Okay. See how many YouTube comments. And then the second one is for the Super Bowl pick, and we'll get to that in just a bit. 582 unique comments. All right, drum roll please for the first ledger of the day. Thanks for the update, K-Dub. Well, you're very welcome, TG Moneybags. And also, you are winner number 1 of the Ledger Nano S. So congratulations. Just hit me up in my official Telegram link or on my About Me section. Nowhere else. There's a lot of scammers out there, guys. And obviously, number 2 was from yesterday's video. And basically, we just said to pick the Super Bowl winner. So Kansas City was the winner. So hopefully you dropped your picks for yesterday. So we're just going to hop into this video right here. Let's see. Let's give this a... I got to re-enter this actually here into here. So let's see this for this video. How many comments did we have? Holy crap, 891 comments on yesterday's video. All right, here we go. For the potential Ledger Nano S, we're gonna keep doing this until, go Chiefs! So you got it, Kamala9, you got it, the Chiefs won, congratulations, you are, wow, I thought we were gonna have to go through a lot of different picks, so congratulations to Kamala, you won. Hit me up either in my official Telegram, which is right here above my head, or if you're on mobile, it's down below in the links, or you could just email me. It's in the about right here section, okay? Do not go in the links below. Do not go in the comments below. I mean, the comments. I don't go in the comments. There's a lot of scammers down there. So congratulations to both of your winners. That's it for today's video. Let's check out what our buddy Bitcoin is doing. Just sort of hanging around this level. So we are just waiting to break out of this bull flag. I mean, I think it's a bull flag, guys, but we will see. You know, we do have high open interest. We do have a lot of greed. So that being said, thank you so much again for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You're the reason that I do this every single day. Hope you are having a wonderful start to your week. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.